Hey guys, thank you for joining me on my very first video. All about hashtag van life. I drive a 1993 GMC Safari all-wheel drive with a V6 Vortec motor. A lot of mechanical issues at being a 93. I'm almost to 220,000 miles now. But anybody who loves these Vortec motors know they could go for a good $500,000 at least. I left Tucson last night, Arizona. No, yesterday morning, about 5 a.m., 6 a.m. And I came out with a rideshare. Somebody was looking for a ride out here to San Diego, and that's kind of why I came out here. Is I have no plan, so unfortunately, it's been raining ever since. Well, I showed up last night, and I went to Fiesta Island, and I started sleeping out there. Well, it started raining really hard. It woke me up about 1 a.m. with the winds and everything else. And I was kind of worried about getting stuck there. Even though I have the all-wheel drive, I wasn't sure how muddy it got. It actually it didn't get mud at all. I left there at 1 a.m. and I tried to find another place to park, and I couldn't find another place to park. So I went back to Fiesta Island and I parked and I started getting a good night's sleep. And just after 5 a.m. I get a knock on one of my windows. This happened to be the only window that I didn't have a panel on, and they knocked on the window and with a flashlight, and they're like, "Time to go." Apparently, they were clearing the island for some sort of triathlon they were having today. As of right now, it is May 7th, 2017, and so they were kicking everybody off of the island for this event that they're having. So it wasn't no big deal. It was only an hour before Ocean Beach parking lot was technically supposed to open, so I went over there and I didn't have any issues. There were some other campers there, and I parked, hopped back into the back, or covered up all my windows, hopped into the back, and I fell asleep again until about 10. It was kind of a late start. It was, just after the long drive and everything else, it was not having a decent amount of sleep the night before, so I just kind of needed the rest. And I slept fine. It was great. I woke up and I left Ocean Beach because it was completely crowded, and I came out here to its Mission Ski Beach. So now that I'm here and I've gotten some rest, I will start documenting pretty much as I can, and only give you guys the good parts. Because, man, with this weather, I just been inside the van all day. I've picked up from the drive and from the little bit of clutter that I had from the last minute throw stuff in. I did that this morning, and I need to edit some videos, and then I really need to start looking for a little bit of work, a little temporary work. I'm a handyman at trade, a jack of all trades, master of none. And that's pretty much how I make my living. And so I figured if I could do it at home as a freelancer, I could try to do it on the road. And then I'm also open to other things. Before I got into trade work, I worked in restaurants. I was a manager for Jack in the Box for a few years. Then the recession hit, and I was out of work during most of 2008 and most of 2009. And I finally got a job in 2009 as a dishwasher at a Mexican restaurant back at home, and I was there for 4 years. I was the only person to ever promote there. I got up to line cook. That place, you're hired for what you're hired for. You'll get a raise when the minimum wage goes up, and that's kind of how it is. But it was steady work, 6 days a week for almost 40 hours, and I survived on that for 4 years. And my stepdad had an opportunity open at the company that he was supervising for, so he let me in and opened the door for me, and one of the best moves I ever made. And like I said, so I'm willing to do dishwashing all the way up to what I regularly do for a living, and whatever it takes to make money on the road. I need to use some internet to look for some things that I really don't want to just do on my phone. Kind of give me something to do. But I need to use some Wi-Fi, and so I think I might go somewhere where I can use some free Wi-Fi, order a drink, and be able to use it for a while. So, let's go. I'll take you along for the drive. Okay, guys, so I did some research, and it turns out that the YMCA right up the street does a free day pass for travelers. They do free day pass for travelers for one day. If you're here for multiple days, then it's $20 a day. If you are a local to the community, it's like $8 or $10 or something like that for a day pass. But it's $20 a day for travelers after your first time. So I'm gonna go shower. They got free Wi-Fi, so I'm gonna go relax and hit that up. Okay, guys, so I went down to Mission Valley YMCA. They let me in for free. I got to shower, use some Wi-Fi for free. I started the YouTube channel. I'm just hanging out in the van because it's still raining. See all the rain? I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it is definitely still raining. There's the bay right over there. I'm gonna start editing this video up, and I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make me an MRE, meal ready to eat. This is what I'm eating for dinner right now. It's menu number 6. Ooh, the beef taco. It is legitimate MRE. So there's a taco, folded in half like normal. The meat's a little wet. I can't get a good light on it. The meat's a little wet, so what I do is I tuck it in the back almost like a burrito, but I still fold it in half, so now I don't have to worry about nothing coming out. Thank you so much for following me. Please like and subscribe, and have a good day.